Hey, this is Deo. I've been doing a lot of awesome work working with government agencies, businesses, nonprofits, education institutions, city agency. And one of the things that's been really interesting doing diversity and equity and inclusion work is really trying to figure out what is the main frame of work that this organization is trying to take. So a lot of times I like to separate between the doing and the being. The doing is what you're doing externally. So that might be products, services, programs that you offer. The being is the internal, so that's the mindset, perspectives, and most of the time agency wants to focus so much more on the doing. What can we do externally that's different? And I say, hey, where is your mindset? Where is your perspective? What do you need to do in order to transform the internal point of view first in order to accurately execute a DEI effort that's going to lead to a sustainable effort?
For me, there was all this individual stuff, right? Like that's what we're talking about, our own history. Mm-hmm. And while I knew civil rights, I lived through civil rights history, but not before that. So the systemic stuff that comes from the very beginning of our country was not something that had ever occurred to me. So when I started hearing all this white privilege stuff, I thought from an individual history perspective. And so I didn't want to acknowledge certain things. This whole conversation out of the last few weeks, what has come up, and some of the historians, the journalists, the activists, the people who know the Black history and are able to put it out there, this is new to me. And I feel enlightened. Okay, I get it. When you say history, I was thinking about my history, not about the history.
Right.
So, and some people come to me and say, oh man, what's the best practice? I say, listen, we got to spend time doing some discovery, getting to know your internal team, getting to know your outside, constituents that you serve, and figure out how they identify with your organization and what is a sense of belonging. And then through those experiences, we're able to identify opportunities where you can make some changes in order to make everybody feel a sense of belonging. And then you can figure out part of your product and services, part of your career ladder, and just different things that's more relevant. And a lot of times people want to do different things, right? So instead of embedding DEI into their work, they want to hire someone, or they want to do this, they want to do that. I always ask organizations, how are you going to be able to sustain this? It's all about sustainability. So most of the time, if you can make the transformation happen internally, touching the different parts of your organization, then your operation is changing as a whole. And you're able to implement it in a sustainable way, because any department that's doing something, they already have a DEI approach to it. Instead of saying, oh, we're gonna hire so-and-so that does this, or hire that person or that person, most of the time, it's not sustainable. So there's not a perfect, model out there that fits everybody, where it's right off the shelf. You have to start by creating and investing time to better understand what's happening internally by doing some discovery, creating a space where people feel transparent, to be honest with you. And then you take that data in order to drive your effort, but you have to have a solution that's sustainable. Thank you so much for checking this video. Persevere to excel. Go get it.